Hello and welcome back to my channel. We have three piles over here. Pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. And for this video we'll be doing reading on what does your crush think about you. So take a moment, pick a pile, and let's begin. Hello pile number 1. Now, what does your crush think about you? Let's see, we have three cards over here. The Moon, Eight of Swords, and Justice. Now, the Moon over here tells us that they might think that you are a mysterious person and you don't always open up, like you keep to yourself. Now, the Moon itself, it's been a symbol of the goddess, and it tells us that they feel feminine aura around you. Now, if you are a male viewer, it doesn't mean that you have to be a female. It just tells us that you are a nurturing person and a loving person, and your crush can see that in you. Now, the Moon, we all know that it has let's call them effects on different things, like such as tides, or maybe more mysterious things that are more of a mystical origin. And we all are drawn to the Moon for its, mysterious energy. And your mysterious energy might draw your crush to you. Now, moving on to the Eight of Swords over here, it might tell us that your crush might think that you would be the type of person, let's say if you are stuck in a difficult situation, which might seem as a situation that doesn't have a solution, like if it seems that way to others, it doesn't seem to you that way, because you always find a way, you always find a solution, like a way out. And perhaps that is another mysterious thing about you, like you always have a way out. Now, going into Justice right here, it might tell us that even though, let's say if you always have a solution to problems or things, you won't gain at the cost of others, because you are a fair person. Now, again, your crush can see that about you, and they see that you treat people nicely with equality. Now, when your crush is around you, I think that you might bring them sense of harmony, because that's what this card tells us right here, and you balance them out in one way or another. However, you still remain a person of mystery, and I guess that's what they think about you. Now, those might be just their thoughts, but the cards might suggest that you might be just that person, and those might not be just their thoughts. Now, I hope you liked the short reading, and I do hope you come back for more, and you have a good one. Hello, pile number 2. Now, let's see, what does your crush think about you? We have three cards over here: the Star, Death, and Seven of Swords. Now, before you freak out, in case if you don't know, death doesn't exactly represent death, and I'll get to this card now. I will start with the Star. So the Star right here might tell us that, well, we all know that stars are known to be good, like we all wish upon the stars and so on. So having a star in the reading, like a star card, it's a very positive thing. So it tells us that you are a person who never loses hope, and you are always optimistic. Now, your crush thinks about you that way, and as well, it shows us that you might be a person, someone full of confidence, and you always have faith. Now, going to the Death card, actually could tell us right here is that you might have friends from different type of lives. Now, you don't just stick to one type of people. You have a wide circle of different people surrounding you, or at least you try to do so. Another interesting thing right here is that they might think that you could be someone who is good at keeping secrets. And that's a good trait, right? Now, if we are to talk about the negative sides of this card, it could tell us that they might think that something might have happened in your life, and something bad might have happened and came to an end, and there was no way of stopping it. Now, if that did happen, this card right here tells us, like the Seven of Swords, it suggests us that, again, something unfair happened to you, but you wouldn't let the ideas and your dreams be taken away from you. And this card right here kind of, it confirms that. Now, going back to the Seven of Swords right here, as well, this card tells us that you might be a diplomatic person. Like, you know how to talk to other people. And interestingly enough, if we look at the Death card right here, it told us the exact same thing, that you don't stick to one type of people. You have a wide circle of different people surrounding you, so you know how to talk to people, and that's what I guess that's what your crush thinks about you when he or she sees you. Now, to sum it up, this reading right here, I think that they might think that no matter what happens with you, you always remain positive, and you always remain a good person. You are always hopeful. Now, I know this reading is short, like most of my other readings. I do believe that less is more, and I hope you liked it, and I do hope you come back for more, and you have a good one. Hello, pile number 3. We have 3 cards over here: the Chariot, the Empress, and 10 of Wands. Now, let's see, what does your crush think about you according to these cards? The Chariot right here, it tells us that they might think that you are a person who doesn't see things in like black and white. You see both sides of a story, and perhaps you're good at multitasking. Now, the Empress over here, well, I'll have the Empress. I just wanted to note that this is a 3rd card of Major Arcana, and number 3 is a number of action. So you might be someone who, you don't just sit and wonder. If there is an idea, you take action, and you make it happen. Now, another thing that this card tells us is that, well, this card is, I should have maybe mentioned it first, but this card is full of feminine energy. Again, actually, in my other piles, I had a similar thing in my other readings, and this card doesn't actually, like, you don't have to be a female to have feminine energy. I will have to tell that, because basically just tells us that you are a nurturing person, and you are a loving person, and you do take care of others. And if we move on to the 10 of Wands right here, it kind of confirms, and it confirms that this card, whatever it tells right here, because 10 of Wands, this card tells us that you might be tired, but in a sense that you're dealing with things that you shouldn't be dealing with. Like, you are a helpful person, loving person, and you help others a lot. And maybe you're carrying their burdens, not yours. And again, since you're a loving and nice person, you do carry their burdens. You do help people out. And maybe, I don't know if that's really you, but that's what the cards are trying to tell us right here. And the Chariot right here, again, it says that you're good at multitasking, so you're good, being yourself and helping others. Now, I know that, again, this reading has been a short one, and I hope you liked it, and I do hope that you come back for more, and you have a good one.